Good afternoon, Miss Escamilla's math class. We are going to continue working on multiplying and dividing money today. So for today's practice, I want you to turn to the very back, and it's page 586. We're going to do a couple of problems together, and then I'm going to have you guys finish the rest of the page for homework tonight. Okay, so let's take a look at the very first problem. It says that a box of 5 model race cars cost $115. How much does each model car cost? So I notice I need to find the cost of each one of those cars individually. Well, I know if I paid a total of $115 for all the cars, and there were 5 model cars that were purchased, that means that's the total cost for all 5 of those cars. So that means one of the cars cost part of that amount, another car costs part of that amount, and so on and so forth. So that means we're going to be separating this cost among the 5 cars, which tells me that's a division problem. Okay, so we're going to divide 115, which is the total amount of money spent, and we're going to divide by 5 because that's how many cars were bought, and we're going to divide that to find the cost of each individual car. So I know 5 can go into 11 twice, and that 5 times 2 is 10. And when I subtract 11 and 10, I get 1. I bring down my 5, and now I need to divide 15 divided by 5. Well, 5 can go into 15 3 times. And 5 times 3 is 15. And when I subtract, I have nothing left. So that tells me that each car cost $23, which would be A. Okay, let's do a multi-step together. Let's do number 11. It says the Wallace family saves the same amount of money each month for vacation. From January 1st to September the 30th, they saved $1,314. How much does the Wallace family save each month for vacation? Okay, so I notice that in this problem, that we are trying to find out how much money the family saves for their vacation. And I know that they are saving money from January through September. And in that amount of time, they save $1,314. Okay, so I know. So because of that, I need to first find out, well, how long did they save for? So if they saved from January to September, that tells me they saved the entire month of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, and September. So that's a total of 9 months that they saved for. Okay, so if they saved for 9 months, and in that entire 9 months, they saved $1,314, that means they saved a little bit of money each month. And we want to find out how much that amount of money was that they saved each month, which tells me we are going to have to separate the $1,314 among the 9 months. So that's a division problem. So we're going to divide 1,314 by 9. Okay, so I know if I divide 13 by 9, that 9 can go into 13 one time. And 1 times 9 would be 9. When I subtract 9 from 13, I get 4, and I bring down my 1. 41 divided by 9. Well, 9 can go into 41 4 times without going over. And 9 times 4 is 36. And the difference between 41 and 36 is 5. And I bring down my last number, which is a 4. So I want to divide 54 by 9 now. And I know that 9 can go into 54 9 times 6, 6 times. 9 times 6 is 54. And and then I subtract those and I get a difference of 0. So that tells me that over the course of 9 months, the Wallace family saved $146. So the answer would be C. Okay, so what I want you to be thinking about as you finish solving these problems is it a multiplication problem or is it a division problem? If so, you need to think about, is it going to be a 1-step problem or a 2-step problem or a 3-step problem? Make a plan and carry out your plan. Okay, so I'm going to do one more for you. Let's go ahead and do number 13, and then I'm going to let you do number 10, 12, and 14 at home, And that's what I want you to return to me tomorrow. Okay, so in the next problem, it says that Tony spent $49 at the fair, and Molly spent $14 more than twice as much as Tony spent. How much did the two spend in all? So we want to find out how much money the two people spent in all, so Tony and Molly. So let's first take a look at Tony and think about how much money he spent. It says that Tony spent $49. So I'm going to write that down. Tony spent $49. Then it says that Molly spent $14 more than twice as much as Tony. Twice as much as money. $14 more than twice as much as Tony. So I first need to figure out how much twice as much as Tony is. So if he spent $49, then twice as much of that would be 49 two times. Twice as much, 2 times. So I'm going to multiply 49 times 2. And 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So twice as much as Tony would be $98. But then it says that she also spent $14 more than twice as much as Tony. So $14 more than this amount. So I'm going to add 14 to 98. 8 times 4 is 12. Carry my 1. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 1 is 11. So that tells me that Molly spent $112. Because 112 is twice as much as Tony with $14 more than that. Okay, but now that still doesn't answer my question, because my question that's being asked of me is to find how much the two of them spent in all. So that means that both of them in all, we want to know how much that is. So I'm going to combine $49 and $112. And when I combine those, 9 and 2 make 11. 1, 4, and 1 make 6. There's nothing over here, plus 1 is 1. So together, they spent $161. Okay? All right. So take your time. Think about UPSC. Are you finding your I need statement? Are you pulling out the important information, the important numbers in the problem? Do you know what those numbers mean and what they represent? Are you choosing the correct plan? Are you going to multiply? Are you going to divide? Is there going to have to any addition? Is any addition going to happen in there? Make a plan and then carry out your plan. Okay, so good luck with that. Also, I'm sending a shout out to Colin Thompson. Colin, this is a shout out to you. Please let your mom know that you are allowed to have fidget spinners in class as long as they are not an interference or a distraction to your learning. All right, bye.